In 1999, Mark Foster was charged with planting a new church in Edmond, Oklahoma. Very soon, the Acts 2 congregation will be moving here into its new home at the intersection of Covell and Pennsylvania. But that move is not a beginning nor an end. It's merely a step in the walk with Christ.
Well, we've had a church for about 7 years now, and it's been a great church. And I'd put up our church against any other church anywhere in the world. Our people are committed and loving and kind and mission-oriented. We've helped start churches around the world and help build homes and bring people to faith in Mexico and other places. And I love that about our church. We've got a great church.
In 1999, Edmond had established itself as a thriving, growing community. Land that had been mostly farms or ranches was being developed into housing projects, and families new to the area were welcomed into the community. It was this segment that was, and still is, the primary target of Acts 2 United Methodist Church.
Well, one of the things we did was that we contacted newcomers. Our church was really based on people moving to town, and that's why we were sent here, was to reach people who didn't have a church home, who were new to Edmond.
We got stuff in the mail. We just moved to Edmond, so we'd got a flyer in the mail that was coming to all the new residents. I mean, the initial reason that we went to Acts 2 and decided to go to that Saturday night service was the fact that Mark was an Oklahoma State graduate, and we thought he couldn't be that bad. And so we went. And, he's energetic, he's just full of life, and that's the type of people that I like to be around.
But it takes more than mail-outs to spread the word. Mark and the other original founding members were committed to do whatever it took to get the church off the ground.
We would have hand invitations we'd just hand out to people. We would walk neighborhoods. We'd make phone calls. We would do softball games. Anything we could think of to get people to come together, we would do. But largely, it was following up with those people who were moving to town.
That whatever-it-takes attitude really took root when Aaron Elam became the church's first adult to receive baptism.
Mark gave me my choice of how I wanted to do it, and it just so happened there was a hot tub at Lord of the Harvest, so we filled it up. Mark and I got in the hot tub, and it was pretty amazing to be washed clean whenever I came out. It was a new person. It was pretty amazing. I still own the hot tub. We purchased the hot tub from Lord of the Harvest.
Getting folks into a new church is a difficult proposition. Keeping them coming back after the first visit is a whole other challenge. But this is a challenge that the congregation of Acts 2 has never had a problem with.
I was so welcomed. I felt so at ease. First thing, people knew my name. You weren't just a person who came. You were a person who they wanted to see and were welcomed in such a beautiful, beautiful way.
So now, 7 years into the journey, the roots are firmly in place. But that in no way means that the work is finished. If anything, the new building will allow the congregational activities to flourish.
Ministry throughout the week all of a sudden is unleashed. I mean, we've been doing ministry a lot in short time frames when we have to rent and we're getting charged by the hour. And that all goes away. We now have a building that we can use 24/7, except for when we're taking Sabbath, which is great.
So while the trials of building a new home for Acts 2 are very close to being done, the challenge before us now is to not forget what we're all about, bringing others to Christ.
There are a lot of people out there that have just been waiting for a church. They've been waiting to see the cross on the top of the building, and now that it's there, they'll come and check it out, and they want to know if this God that we worship has anything to offer them. And if we do our job right, they'll find that the answer is yes. We're fooling ourselves if we think the building itself is going to bring people. It won't. The way our church will grow, the way we'll do what God asks us to do is if we follow the Great Commission found in Mark 16 or Matthew 28, which is to go out, not to stay in, but to go out and reach people where they are and bring them to Jesus Christ, because He is the answer, He is the way, and He is the truth.